And chat, we are back. We are ready. Gamers, let's sit on in. Let's get ready for this Wolfenstein, the Old Blood run. Full game glitchless ran by Anarchy. Anarchy, take it away.
Well, yes. Hey gang, what's up? My name is Anarchy, and today we're going to be running Wolfenstein the Old Blood, full game glitchless, kind of a mouthful, but you know, it's chill. Because of some unspecified reasons, we're just going to go ahead and get right into the game. We'll call time to start time in a moment, but, well, yes. So, time is going to start the second we skip this cutscene, so we are going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so remember when I said we were going to play the game? I was lying. This is the full game category glitchless. That is because up until recently, this was just the the regular run for this game. But we actually added a category that is no intro, because this game has an intro that is approximately 6 minutes long. So we're gonna be hanging out for the next like 6 minutes, chilling. So yeah. So basically, this is the Old Blood. It is the prequel, like direct prequel to the 2014 The New Order. This is a revival of the Wolfenstein franchise by Machine Games. Excellent series, and basically it tells an alternate timeline of World War II, where rather than the Allies winning World War II, stopping the Nazis, we kind of did the inverse of that. We lost the war, and the Nazis kind of took over the world. So this game sort of tells the beginning of the end for the Allies. And essentially, what this entire story boils down to is there is a folder. There's a folder, and that folder kind of hinges, the entire fate of the world. So we're going to spend the entire game trying to get that folder. So there's that.
Now, can I briefly ask, during your character creation, there was like something that goes on there. Do we get to know about that, or are we just pretending that didn't happen?
Well, sure. One sort of historic thing with the Wolfenstein franchise is when you select the difficulty for your character, the easiest difficulty is always called Can I Play Daddy? And it's got BJ, our main character, dressed up as a baby. So yeah, so that's kind of just been the standard for the series as long as it's been around. It's very, very funny. So, and speaking of funny, this game sort of takes a page out of the earlier games in the franchise, where the games are kind of, despite dealing with a very heavy subject matter, the games are kind of non-serious. Especially even going back to Wolfenstein 3D, like, what do you mean we're fighting, Mecha Hitler and robot Nazi zombies? So like, this game kind of takes a page out of that book. We also got some very hilarious, funny moments. Coming up here is one of the funniest of the entire game. And that's Rudy Yeager right there and his dog Greta. He's going to be the antagonist for the first half of this game. This game is split up into 2 parts, as we'll find out once we get past this prologue here. But Rudy Yeager's kind of hilarious, unfortunately. So, hot dog. Of all the things BJ could have said there, hot dog was what he chose to say. And the guy was too stunned to speak. It's such an asinine answer that he just had to laugh about it. There's no way he could have been serious. So sometimes being off the Goopenthal kind of plays into our favor.
When you told me there was a meme about hot dogs, I was like, I have no idea what that means. And this is everything I could have wanted.
Hot dog. And I promise the kind of the jokes in this game only get better. There's some real shiner moments in this game.
That was Rudy Yeager, Helga's second in command. I hear he feeds his dogs with prisoners from the castle's dungeon.
Anyway, we've still got another like 3 minutes worth of cutscene here, intro to the game. So if you have anything to say, anything like that, you're free to take it away.
Well, I'm thinking about hot dogs now, and so chat, can you give me some more like name puns, right? So like his last name or something was Frankfurt, and it was like, oh, Frankfurter, that means hot dog. So can we get some other name puns? Maybe like a $5 donation train of food-related name puns? Please make me read puns. Make me embarrass myself. I think it could be fun.
$5 hot dog train is kind of crazy, I'm not even gonna lie. I mess with that, that's funny.
I had the misfortune of encountering her on a mission to Tanzania. Did I ever tell you about that, Blaskowitz?
So while we're here, we're taking this sort of Airbus tram thing. We are going to be at Castle Wolfenstein. I actually got the Castle Wolfenstein on the sleeve here. I love this crew neck, it's so cool. But this Castle Wolfenstein, if anyone remembers some of the first event runs I ever did of the New Order, I mistakenly referenced the Death's Head's compound as being kind of like Castle Wolfenstein. I was just a wee little speedrunner. I had no idea what I was talking about. I was BSing a little bit. But this is the real Castle Wolfenstein. We're going to be infiltrating it. We're going to be going through there. We're also going to be escaping at one point because this game definitely has a plot and a half. I'd be so serious. So occasionally we're going to pop in, try and make sense of what's going on. But basically, we're going to try and infiltrate Castle Wolfenstein in an attempt to find that folder. That folder is going to be really important. So finally, though, we're going to get to the actual like gameplay here in a moment, which is good. But if we were playing no intro, this is where the game would start. We would just load a save from right here.
I'll disable the alarm. You head for Helga's research center. We'll stay in touch via radio. Leaving the channel open.
This is a Station Wolfenstein. Also cool moment there, right there, because this game is developed by Machine Games, was published by Bethesda, so it's a cool little Fallout nod right there. On that soda machine, you can actually get Nuka-Cola, which is really cool.
Okay. Inside the elevator. Roger that. Guard spotted. Going for the kill.
We're gonna shoot this guy coming up here, and I'm gonna do the first of the cool little little bit of tech that we can do. This is glitchless, by the way, so we're not going to be doing any of the cool skips that are in this game. Any percent. But one, that is not great. Actually, we didn't get the checkpoint there. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get a checkpoint, and the checkpoint will push you further in the level than you would have been otherwise. But I neglected to actually get the checkpoint. That would have been awesome. But it's okay. The other checkpoint wasn't that far away, so we're just gonna have to do this elevator section again. I have never done that before, but you know, what a time for things we have never done before, if not a marathon or an event. So it's all
Take
good.
it back now, y'all.
Okay, now we're gonna do the checkpoint. There we go. Okay. Usually we have to wait for that door to open. Wesley's got to unlock it, all type of things. But here we're going to get ready for our first arena. There are a couple different arena sections in this game. We're just going to have to rip and tear through a bunch of Nazis, you know, as we should. But Wesley's looking for that folder. I'm also technically supposed to be looking for the folder, but spoiler alert is we're not going to be able to find the folder because it's not here. So we're just going to kind of walk around for a little bit. We're also going to pick up all that health to get a health upgrade, so I will have more health, which will be beneficial later down the line. Alright. Okay. So now we are going to go set ourselves up for this arena. We're going to dual wield our assault rifles here. And what we're going to do after we get on this radio is we're going to jump on top of that divider behind us. It's going to give us a better vantage point to shoot the Nazis as they come into the room.
May I slide in real quick?
Of course.
We have a $100 donation from Pleasantly Twisted.
PT my goat. Okay.
PP. They say Becky with the busted jaw would hate seeing this getting funded, so naturally we gotta push from the river to the sea. PT, thank you so much for
Yeah.
that very generous donation for the
Thank you so
PCRF.
much, PT. One of the first runs I ever did at anything was at the first of the new UBAF events, and PT was on commentary with me for Wolfenstein: The New Order, and that was one of the funniest runs I think I've ever participated in. It was great. So, no Becky with the bad jaw, no Mima in this game, but we do have another equally crazy antagonist that we'll see in the second half of the game. That was really good.
And we still have a chance. Kessler
That's her, by the way. This is Helga. Helga von Schabs. She is definitely an individual of all time, as we'll find out. So, there we go.
We're meeting Kessler in the village tavern.
Wesley, by the way. Trying to sort of update us on the lore a little bit. I forgot to mention, so in this game, BJ is a member of the American military, canonically, but in this game, he's also part of the OSA, which I think is the Office of Secret something, which is a play on the OSS in the real life, during World War II. So we're on an intercontinental mission together. Wesley's British, or I think he's Welsh actually, to try and get this folder. Anyway, that was the prologue. So now we're going to do a part one, Rudy Yeager and the Den of Wolves. So now that we couldn't find the folder, we've got to try to escape from Castle Wolfenstein. So we're basically spend this entire part of the game, this first half, trying to escape.
God damn it, Blazkowicz.
Unfortunately, though, we kind of got caught. We're in jail a little bit, so that sucks. But because we're, BJ Blazkowicz, guy of all time, the protagonist, we're not going to stand for that. We can't jail. What do we look like being in jail? So we're going to break out. We're also going to introduce the, best ever weapon that a protagonist could ever wield in any game ever, and that is the pipe. So for a lot of this game, you're going to see me wielding this pipe. This pipe is going to be our literal best friend. I'm not even joking. So we've got a couple of different mechanics. We've got this one here, which is wall climbing, where basically we're going to use our mouse to climb up walls, or alternate. We're going to do another checkpoint reload that's going to make this next section easier. Might get shot here, but if we do, it's fine. So this is the prisons. Oh, so, okay. Basically, we're going to use our pipe to try and open the doors. We're going to try and get around the super soldaten. I'm going to duck around this corner, make sure he walks the other way. To power down these doors, because they're super powered, they will kill us if we touch them. We have to stay there without getting hit. We're going to put these doggies to sleep. They're not actually dead, I promise. We're just putting them to sleep. We're going to do this last of the first door section here. We're going to duck around this generator. We're going to wait for the super soldaten to come this way. This is to set up a favorable position for the soldaten so we can open this door. We're going to get hit once. And then they just proceed to whiff all of their shots on me ever, so it's chill. So basically, we're just going to be making our way through these prison underground areas. We're going to be passing by the kennels in a moment. But first here, we're going to take out these soldaten as well. We're going to do a cool little boost thing. Hopefully, we'll be able to get that. Okay. When these guys die, they explode. Oh, I was a little too far away. But you can kind of get a boosted jump from there if you kill them and you time your jump the right time. But I was a little too far away. So it's chill. Also put that dog to sleep.
Those
We can make
dogs
our way through here.
potentially are going to that farm that's for our first run tomorrow. With that bid war open, dog versus cat adoption.
True. That
Exclamation
is so
point!
true.
Donate.
That is so true. Real words were never spoken. We're gonna steal this guy's really big gun there. I'm turning the power on. One cool glitch that you can do in any percent actually is you can do like a weapon wheel glitch, or I think that's what it is at least, where you can store this. You're not supposed to be able to pick these up and take them with you wherever you want, but in any percent you can kind of just do that, which is cool. We should be able to see that little jump boost here in a moment. Not off this one, but there's another one in the room here. Okay. Whee! Okay. We did get it. That's awesome. It saves like no time at all. It just looks really goofy. Okay, so now we're actually going to be getting to the kennels. We're going to try our best to avoid some of the dogs here. We are in fact putting them to sleep. I do want to make that clear. We're putting them to sleep, definitely is what's happening. But we're going to try and avoid these ones. This one I don't want to get locked into an animation with. Oh, I did it anyway, okay. Oh, good. We're going to go under these little sewers and things here. That's of the our all-purpose pipe here. You can use that to break down some walls. So basically, we're gonna break down walls. We're gonna be able to climb, and then we also can open those doors that we saw earlier. That was kind of scary, but it's all good. So this prison section here has a lot of different sections. So that was the kennels we just passed. Now we're gonna go into, there's a section like the actual like I guess we were in the dungeons in the beginning. And we're gonna go up to the actual like sort of prison section of the prison. And we may or may not see the biggest dog we have seen yet.
During college. Medication made her drowsy and strange. Remember those eyes of hers, like dirty windows on some derelict shack.
So here, we're gonna kill this guy. We're gonna come up into this section up here. We are going to select the right version of the pipe there. And there, if you can see out of the corner of our eyes, there's a big old robot dog. He's a decent puppy, but we're gonna try to avoid him because when he hits us, it hurts really bad. So. Yeah, right here. He's gonna come up behind us, hit us a little bit. That's chill. So yeah. So now we are gonna be heading into the end of this chapter here. We got a cool little sprint crouch thing. So tiny little optimization there. We're gonna kill that guy. We're gonna do something called boat jump. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that was boat jump. What you're supposed to do there is you jump onto the boat when you get on that little edge there. And it's faster to jump onto the boat and then jump onto the next section of land than to miss it and fall into the water. What we're not going to do is still fall into the water anyway. That would suck. Okay, baller. I was practicing this game earlier, and I hit boat jump. Boat jump for me has been notoriously hard to hit, just because it's stupid to line up, and I just suck, I don't know. But, in practice, I managed to hit it, and then what will often happen is you have to hit the 2 jumps. You have to land onto the boat, and then you have to actually land onto the platform after it. Most of the time, I'll hit the jump on the boat and then miss the jump after, which sucks really bad. But we had no shenanigans going on there, which is great, amazing, actually. As I might share later, I have like generational levels of beef with this video game. I hate this game so much, like genuinely. Like I'm not even kidding. Every time I play this game, something like stupid happens. For instance, my PB of this game, which I believe is a 108.50 something, I'm pretty sure. This game is usually timed without loads. I managed to get that on I was at school one day. Actually, I was at school in the evening one day, and we were at gaming club that we have, and I was like, oh, let me play Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. Love this game. Let's play that. I was playing on my laptop, so I was like, oh, I don't need to record it. It's chill. It's fine. It's great. Also, only had my AirPods, so I didn't have any game audio either. Managed to PB in the game by a solid like 3 or 4 minutes, I think, at that point, and have not beaten that run to this day still. That 108 like 50 something is still my best run of this game ever, because every other time I play this game, something really dumb happens. So we'll see how this run turns out. Hopefully it'll be baller.com. But that's the end of Prison. That's the end of the technically the first real chapter of the game, second chapter, I guess, if you want to be technical. But yeah, Jess, if you have any announcements, anything you want to share, now's a good time.
We did get a response to the $5 hot dog train. We have $5 from Mel 1997 that says HOTDOGS, hot dogs are the very best.
Oh, that is so good. That was wonderful.
Thank you so much for that donation, Mel, towards PCRF. We really appreciate you. We also had a $1 donation from Pete Za. And reminder chat, even though Tiltify, when you open it, it does default to $10, you can reduce that all the way to $1, whatever you can spare. All of it's going to Palestine Children's Relief Fund, and every dollar counts, so ! Donate in chat. Let's keep raising money for this absolutely amazing cause, and let's keep getting more speed running.
Real. So next thing I'm going to introduce a little bit of tech here that I actually did not have to talk about earlier because I hit the boat jump, which is miraculous, is this is strafe swimming, or sprint swimming, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, it's a way to just swim faster in game. BJ has 2 different swim animations, which will play if you swim normally. But if you spam the sprint button, you can swim really fast, is all I'm trying to say, actually. It's pretty cool. Anyway, so now what's happening is we are at this is chapter 2. This is docks. This is the docks to Castle Wolfenstein, sort of the back end. And basically, we're trying to get inside to try and rescue our friend Wesley, who is also another member of the OSA. But to do that first, they have these crazy security measures. So we have to go unlock that gate. Because nothing can ever be easy, we can't just go up that way like we just did for that one, so we have to go all the way around, go the long way. But it is chill. Hopefully see some cool little tech here if I don't mess it up momentarily, so we'll run up this way, we're gonna kill him, we're gonna come around. Should have some grenades, so hopefully that's fine. We're gonna pull out the pipe, run here. There's gonna be a dog that we're gonna put to sleep. We're gonna throw the grenade at our feet, and we'll put the dog to sleep. What'll happen there is if you don't do that, the dog will lock you in an animation right after you open that. But if we throw the grenade before we fall down there, we can just fall right down. It's very easy. Here, if we were feeling a little bit spooky, we can go. We're going to the crypts here. This game has a lot of really interesting areas, actually. Despite, like I said, despite me having like generational levels of hate for this game, this is actually a really good game. Machine Games kind of blew it out of the water with the sequel. It's a lot shorter compared to the New Order, given it's kind of a spin-off title rather than like a main title in the series. But it is definitely a great play. And speaking of plays, hopefully PT won't hate me forever by telling the story. But I first learned this game in particular for, I believe, the second UEAF. Because when I originally started learning games for this event, I knew I wanted to learn all of the 4 revival Wolfenstein games. Like I knew that was the end goal, but for this game in particular, I kind of just I waited a long time to learn the run because I needed to play the game casually. I hadn't played it casually up until like right before the submissions were due. And when I say right before, I mean that I believe the submissions were due on like a Sunday at midnight for that UAF event. And I played the game for the very first time that Saturday. So, well, yes. So that's always a funny story. I did get locked in though. Learned the run for this game. It's very, very easy. The game itself is very short. This is like maybe like 6-hour run at like casual play at best. So now we've made it to Wolfenstein Keep. We're gonna do one cool little skip here. Hopefully I won't mess it up. That's really questionable, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, we're gonna try it again. So what we're gonna do here is stair skip. Hopefully I will be able to explain it once I do it. That would be cool. I whiffed again. Oh, okay. Okay, one more time.
I believe in you so much.
Okay. We do a little bit of trolling too, I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, there we go. That's stair skip. So what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to kill that super soldat, and you're supposed to go open these doors and do all this extra nonsense. But because we're speedrunners and we kind of don't care, I'm gonna be for real. What we can do instead is we can use the grenade pistol to break some of the railing on those stairs, and then we can jump up and climb up there, skipping all of the stuff that we have to do there, which is awesome. It can be kind of finicky at times, but I'm not worried about that at all. Ooh, I'm stuck. Oh, okay. Well, that's never happened before. That's so awesome. I have gotten stuck there before, but I've never gotten teleported or whatever that was ever, so that is so cool. I love this game. I really do love this game. I'm blown away. Anyway, we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. We're gonna make our way through Wolfenstein Keep. Once again, we're in here trying to get our bestie, our pal Wesley, back. He got captured in the beginning when we went to jail. We couldn't necessarily get him out, so. Okay. Didn't necessarily want to do that, but you know, it's fine. We do a little bit of trolling occasionally. Okay. We're almost towards the sort of climax of this chapter. We just need to do a couple more floors here. We're gonna ignore all those guys because we don't really care. We got a pal to rescue. Okay. So here's Wesley. Here's our pal. We made it. So we've got another pretty long cutscene. So if you have any announcements, anything like that to share, that's chill. There's a pretty funny moment in the middle of it, despite the look on Wesley's face. There's a funny moment in this cutscene. So yeah.
We had a call in chat that said, "Can we get some $1 belief in Anarchy donations?" And we immediately got a $10 donation from I Believe in Anarchy. Thank you so much for that donation, and that was marked towards making sure all these dogs that we are putting to sleep in this run are going to be adopted tomorrow during that Stardew Valley run.
Thank you so much for believing in me.
Yes, we believe in you so much. You're doing like, you are making this look so, like, honestly, I'm just baffled and very, very impressed about what's going on. Especially, like, your story where you're like, oh, we're gonna make people, or, like, PT upset, but, like, the fact that you picked up the game and then sped ran and then just went, like, hello? That's amazing.
Well, yes. We do a little bit of trolling, a little bit of silly business here, at the School of Anarchy. So, this is Rudy Yeager, by the way. He's back. Our pal Wesley is kind of worse for wear over there. He's kind of a chew toy at the moment, so rest in peace, Wesley, our goat. We will definitely avenge him, I promise you that. But, Rudy Yeager's about to do some crazy stuff. We're kind of in the torture chair right now, but BJ, our goat, our greatest of all time, the protagonist, Claus. Santa Claus. And Rudy Yeager is so mad. Burris stanced up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be funny at all, but it is kind of hilarious. Santa Claus.
Might have deserved that a little bit.
Just a little bit. BJ, once again, he's like truly the greatest. We're gonna take a pipe to the knee, or thigh, I guess. That kind of hurted. Not great. But BJ is the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT. The stuff you're gonna see him go through in this game, like, there are so many points in, like, literally all of the games, actually, where you're like, this guy should not be alive. But he's got the plot armor of the century, truly and really. Saying he was gonna kill a dog, not put her to sleep, but it's forgivable given his position. So we're gonna put Rudy in the chair. Rah. Unfortunately, no, that's not the end of him. We are gonna have to put Greta to sleep. So she's just sleeping, I promise. But Rudy got away, so that's not great. But now we are going to move into the escape sequence. Secondly, not the end of the chapter. We're gonna have to get out of here first. We'll see if we can do the cool thing, but otherwise we're gonna see if we can count. Can we count, gamers? Sometimes you can get an exploit where if you throw 2 grenades this way, that door will just open, but it didn't. So we're gonna count to 12. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll reload here. 8. See what guys spawned at. Where are the guys at? I hear them. 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. There's just 11. So, okay, the answer is no, I can't count, actually. We're gonna kill these guys. Usually it is 11, but as I've been de-rusting this game lately, it hasn't been unlocking at 11. It's been unlocking at 12, so whatever, I guess. Whatever the game feels like it, I guess. We're gonna make one note of this cutscene. When we get in this elevator, there's going to be a mirror. I'm not quite sure why there's a mirror in the elevator. There just is, I guess. But take note of what BJ looks like. When they put him in the torture chair, his shirt got taken off at some point in time. Just remember that. Just do remember that. It's not important at all, but just remember that.
Chat, can we
Anyway.
get some reminders that BJ took off his shirt and some donations? So we don't forget.
Yes. Like I said, it's literally not important at all, but just don't forget. Just remember.
Just remember.
We're actually gonna get into the escape sequence now. We're gonna be having when I say this escape sequence is definitely something. Like when I say this, there are so many moments when this guy should literally not be alive at all. But yet he perseveres is quite amazing. And we're definitely gonna see that here. So we're actually in the starting area when we first took the air tram, airbus, whatever it is. I have no idea what it is actually. We came in on the other side over there. So now we're going to be going the opposite way, coming back the way we came. We're going to be going to the Wolfberg? Wolfberg? I don't know. We're going to be going there to meet our contact in the village, Kessler. We're also going to be utilizing our trusty pipe, greatest weapon, multi-purpose tool ever, I think. Also, note that the landscape in this game is actually beautiful. This takes place in I think the Paderborn Mountains. We have the cute little village here. Great landscape. Unfortunate that the Nazis took it over, but you know. I'll wait for this door to open. Or hatch, I guess. Should open right about now. There we go. We're gonna use it to open that. And now we're gonna do some tram-to-tram transportation. Oh, that guy got cooked, high key. But anyway, we're gonna go unlock this one so we can get out of here. We're gonna skip these three guys actually. So we can come up here. Okay, cool. Alright, so now we're gonna take this tram right here. This is going to be one of the sequences of all time. I'm so serious. Alright, so that's gonna go off. We're gonna need to escape this way. But oh no! Oh darn. The tram is on fire. Oh man. It's right behind me, isn't it? Okay, so, well that just happened. So, you know, textbook trademarked BJ should not be alive moment, but, you know, he's just the guy, I guess. So, he just lived a flaming tram falling on top of him somehow. He's just that guy, I guess. Okay, so hopefully we're gonna not get hit off the map here when I come down here. Also not die, that would suck. Okay, cool. Little elevator ride, so if you have anything, any announcements, anything like that.
I was gonna ask, there's a couple of times as you're like doing these like runaways, and like in my mind I'd be like, oh, I'm still in combat, but you're like, oh, I'm safe. Do you like just, do the characters have like known, like, I guess like aggro radiuses? Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's what we're going with. Like, they, once you just get far enough away, they just stop following you, or, you know?
That is a way to put it. We kind of just run away is what happens. So a lot of times it's kind of just easier to not fight anyone if we can get away with it. So as long as we get to where we need to get to, it's chill in most cases. So what we're gonna do now is we're not gonna fall off the map. That would suck. Yay, we didn't fall off the map. That's cool. It's kind of deceptively easy to fall off the map there for some reason. It might just be a skill issue. I might just be washed, but you know. Okay, so now we're also gonna not die. Hopefully my shotgun didn't get pulled. Okay, cool. Another crazy moment when I was de-rusting this game. Right there, it'll pull out whatever your last weapon was right there for the, it's kind of like a quick time event, but like not really actually. When you get in that elevator, you have to kind of think fast so you don't, you know, get crushed and die. I got locked into that I opened that door, I got locked into an animation reloading my shotgun, and I kind of just blew up and died. Had never had that happen to me before. But you know, if this were the game that was going to do something like that, it would be this one. Okay. I might be #blind sometimes, but it's okay. We're gonna fight this super soldatin. He's gonna blow up in a second. We're gonna reload these. Just so they are reloaded. For later, we're gonna need them for a boss fight. Eyeball emoji. We have another appearance from the dog here. Big rough dog. We're not gonna fight him though. And we're gonna climb up the ladder. So we're making our way to the tavern, which is where our contact in the village Kessler is. We're gonna have a big arena boss fight thing going on. And I say boss fight in quotations because we're gonna see some interesting strategy there.
That's where I gotta be. Do no sitzen singing in moonshine.
Ich bringe Sie zu Herrn Kessler.
What's your name?
Annette, what is yours?
So this is Netta. She is going to be, I don't actually know what she does really for real. She's kind of just here. She's like Kessler's assistant, I guess. I kind of forgot her, my fault. But she's great, I love her.
Seltsamer Name für einen erwachsenen Mann.
Some people just call me BJ.
I like
Ladies
it better.
first.
You look like a BJ. Das ist Herr BJ, Herr Kessler. Wusste das Passwort.
Okay. So now we're going to gear up for this arena here. There's a whole bunch of stuff here to pick up. This is kind of, I guess, kind of gearing you up for a really serious, really big fight here. We set ourselves up here, right here. Fortunately, we're gonna have to put another dog to sleep. Attacked Annetta there, which is not great. So we'll get her into this basement cellar, and then the Nazis are gonna show up. So we're gonna need to take them out.
this door. Don't open it until I say it's safe.
Okay, there's gonna be a guy right at that window. Okay, okay, good. We kind of need to kill him before he jumps in the window, because if you kill him while he's trying to like vault into the window, he can get stuck right here, and it makes our position here kind of useless. Also had that happen to me for the first time the other day. I was kind of pulling my hair out.
How many goddamn Nazis are there in this world?
So our benchmarks for this arena here, we're gonna have 3 of these guys show up, so that's the first one. There's grenades, I'm not gonna miss that one. Hopefully none of these guys will get stuck on the fountain there. I've also had that happen before for literally no reason. He seems to be stuck on the wall over there. You can see him going back and forth. Okay. Should be... Okay, there we go. So now we're gonna have our boss fight with Rudy Yeager.
You can kill silly. Never mind.
Hey, so remember when I said we were gonna have a boss fight with Rudy Yeager? He's dead, so that was awesome. So yeah, that's literally it. That's the boss fight with Rudy Yeager. What you're supposed to do is supposed to be this whole involved thing. He's got this cool power armor. You're supposed to shoot at it, and you're supposed to rip off his pieces of armor. You're supposed to rip off 2 arms and then the headpiece, or either the head or the chest piece, I forget. And then shoot and kill him. But if you rip off an arm piece and then just like bullet hell into his arm, the exposed piece, he'll just instantly like die. So there you go. That's the Rudy Yeager boss fight. But we've got some downtime here. We've got to wait for Kessler to walk all the way here. So if you have any announcements, anything like that, now's the time.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind everybody that all your donations that are coming in are going towards our next milestone, which is unlocking Atlantica and Olympus in that Kingdom Hearts Final Mix run. The any percent run doesn't go to those levels. And so if you want to see some extra Cloud and extra Cerberus, more dogs, yes please, as well as some fun swimming mechanics, which we've also seen in this run. Let's extend those. Let's keep making progress towards that milestone. It is at 1200, but we're over halfway there already. I believe in us, chat. I think we can do it.
Yeah, chat, you were doing a great job. So that was the first half of the game. Rudy Yeager and Den Wolves. Rudy Yeager is obviously dead now. So that's his part of the game done. We're now going to move on to part 2. And part 2 is this game is very top heavy. So the Dark Secrets of Helga von Schabs is going to kind of fly away. We've already done like after this chapter, we'll have done like 3/4 of the run basically. So basically, we're going to go find OSA Agent 2, and then we're going to go infiltrate where Helga is, have some interesting cutscene time, and then we'll basically, from there on out, it'll be a very fast kind of race to the end of the game.
I stole some radar devices from the Nazi pigs. We can use them to communicate. Take this, and then get out of the boat and help me push it under the jetty.
I do really like her outfit, though. Can I have that outfit?
I love Vanessa. So I was going to mention this later, but there's going to be a section of the game later down the line where we are going to have to choose between Kessler and Netta. For what reason, I'm not gonna say yet. But we're gonna have to choose. Usually, I'm a Kessler chooser just because that's just what I've gotten used to. But I think we are gonna pick a Netta for today, just because. So now we're also going to be running through the Wolfberg here, so we can go find OSA Agent 2. We'll run through here like it's nobody's business. We're not going to miss that vault into the window. That would suck.
set. Kill as many Nazis as I can.
And period. The only good Nazi is a dead Nazi, if you didn't know that, so BJ's got the right idea, as always.
There's Schmitz. Take a shot.
My favorite rhyme is save the bees, punch Nazis.
Real. Well, yes. That was a great run. So now we're gonna be gearing up for another cutscene. This entire chapter, chapter 5, is basically like, I think like a good like 80% like cutscene. I'm gonna be really for real, or at least like 60-75%. So we're gonna drop in here. This is Pippa.
Where's your shirt, you handsome sod?
Oh, remember what I said? Remember what BJ was wearing when he had no shirt? He does not have a shirt on still. We just did that entire section, that crazy boss fight, that arena there, no shirt. Guy just kind of balling. He's got his pectorals out and everything. So yeah, that was the reason.
So this is where they transferred you.
Yeah, 6 months now.
Haven't seen you since the London HQ party.
Oh, that was a riot. Wesley spilled beer all over my bristles. Clumsy twit.
Rest in peace, our coach, Wesley.
Tried to save him, Pippa.
I know you did, love. I'm sorry. This is not the time for maudlin stories. Listen, I know what you're after, Blasco.
You could get some $7 donations as some 07s for our goat.
He took a little nap.
Exclamation
For
point
our
donate.
goat.
The folder you're searching for is located in Helen's
The folder. The whole reason we're here, guys. The folder.
connoisseur.
We know where it is. Helga has it in this tavern up here.
But for God's sake, put some bloody clothes on first.
Yeah, Pippa's got the right idea. It's like kind of insane that we did that entire section. No shirt, just,
I'll keep
you know,
it for you.
locked in. So we've got a shirt finally though, so we're chill. No, we've also got another pretty comical cutscene. You know the idea of, when you have, a character in a game, and they got all these weapons, where do those go? I don't know, but BJ's got them. We've got to put them all away like that, so.
These hinges are rusted.
We got nothing but a trusty pipe.
The tunnel is a 9.4 meter swim to the well in the tavern's backyard. Return to me once you've obtained Helga's folder. And don't you fucking drown on me now, you adorable tosspot.
Okay.
Them hinges don't rust till
We're gonna do some more sprint swimming, show swimming, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna get our trusty pipe out. And then we get to go to Walking Simulator Part 2. Yay!
cousin Wilma on the dive bar in Mesquite.
So we're gonna pose as a waiter, try and get up close to Helga. Apparently she's a wine connoisseur, as Pippa said. So we're gonna go get her wine for her. We're gonna go steal this folder, finally. And we're gonna end the game, guys. I trust.
I did see some sleeves, so I'm glad we got our shirt on and it's not just the apron.
Here, let's go bring her wine. Oh my gosh, guys, the folder! Yay! Oh my gosh, guys, it's the folder. So let's get the folder, guys. Guys, I think we did it. I think we got the folder. Give Crazy Shorty over here her wine. Let's take this folder. Yup. Oh, guys, I think we've been found out. So we get to be successful for literally all of 2 steps, and before Helga's like, I don't think that's right. Friends. There's this whole sequence with Helga. Helga is definitely a character. She's not Becky with the bad jaw. She's not Mima, Frau Engel. One interesting note about Helga here. Frau Engel, in the game she's in, she's like 60 years old, so she like is Mima proper. You know, she's old and crazy. Helga over here, she's supposed to be 35, which you never could have guessed. This is how you age when you are problematic and crazy. So, you know, she could have been, I think I said this in my UBAF run, but like, she would have been, you know, in her lane and, you know, not a Nazi. She wouldn't look like that. But anyway, just if you have anything to say, you're welcome to it.
Sorry, I can't take away from that. Don't be don't be problematic.
I mean, that's just what happens. That's what happens.
Chat, what's not problematic is right now we're participating in the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon. We are proud to be supporting the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, which is the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine, delivering crucial and life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid where it's needed most. With your support, we can help them continue this vital work, ensuring that the over 1 million children in Gaza receive the urgent care that they need and deserve. And that is not problematic. Exclamation point donate.
Certainly
Let's
is not.
send some money there.
Trinken Sie aus. Man riecht es sofort. Wie feuchter Keller.
That is Shriner in the back. He's kind of just a hench guy. He's just here. He's supposed to be, I think, somebody to General Deathshead, who's the antagonist of the New Order. So he's kind of just here. Helga's kind of mad, as we've discovered. I think maybe she knows that we were trying to steal the folder there. Maybe she might know.
He's not a waiter. He's a spy. Did you really think I would be impressed by your...
So add that to the list of injuries BJ should not survive. We've got a knife to the hand. That kind of hurted, won't even lie.
Behalten Sie ihn im Auge. Was ist los, Eberhard?
So, dynamite hole in the crypt. Something's leaking out of it. I'm not gonna tell you to remember that because you don't need to. But we're gonna see the craziest tonal shift in a video game I think I've ever seen. Also, a quick note there: if you don't do that prompt there, if you don't press E there on the knife, Shriner will just shoot you. I also found out the other day de-resting this game. I was not paying attention and he just shot me and I died, so that's crazy. But welcome to Chapter 6, Ruins. We've got a red tin on the screen. Everything is about to go to hell, and I'm so serious when I say that. So we're from this game was called The Old Blood. Remember the title of this video game? The Old Blood. It is called that because essentially the game has just become Call of Duty Nazi Zombies, and I'm extremely serious when I say that. So what just happened is a blood curse has just been unleashed upon. They're called Shamblers.
Kessler, come in. You read? Fucking gadgets.
In this game, if I'm not tweaking, I, to be honest, don't really remember, but they're zombies, basically. So unfortunately, we lost our pal Pippa. She's gonna be made a victim of the blood curse. But we're gonna get ourselves out of here.
Better fate than this, Pippa.
Hopefully we're gonna die here. I've been fumbling this like a mug the last couple times, so we'll see. We're gonna put this dog to sleep. I'm hashtag dying. That's not great. Should be fine. Jump over there. Okay, great. That wasn't as bad as it could have been. A lot worse has happened there. Put all those guys there.
She's digging up something beneath the church ruins. Must have been what caused this shitstorm.
Now we're gonna do boat jump part 2. Nice. Didn't technically jump on the boat, but you know, it was close enough.
Hello.
Another comical cutscene here also, by the way. Nazi zombies. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here, I think. It is literally raining Nazi zombies. Like actually. The world has just gone to heck in a handbasket.
This is the opposite of It's Raining Men, Hallelujah.
Literally. So upcoming here, this is where we would actually make a choice. If you're familiar with the New Order, there's a choice in that game at the very beginning where you pick between saving Fergus or Wyatt. This game kind of replicates that. Ouch. This game kind of replicates that in this choice between saving Annetta or Kessler. Usually, like I said, I'd save Kessler because it kind of puts us in a favorable position for the very end of this chapter. But I think Annetta is a great character. As we'll sort of find out during this cutscene here, she's came all this way. She separated from Kessler because she's looking for a friend, and it's very heavily implied that this friend is actually her girlfriend or a lover. So I think in support of us, being Unity guilds and supporting, I thought it would be a good idea to save Annetta on this particular occasion.
Hell yeah.
And there was ice in the pool. We danced to gramophone records in her Obermann's office. And I remember laughing and freezing and being afraid someone would catch us and take me away from her. I made a promise. Whatever would happen to me, I would find a way back to her.
You can't go by yourself. Not with them monsters out there.
If I do not go, I might as well let the monsters rip my insides out.
And period.
I will go up through that hole, and you will help me.
I sure will.
You will, Mr. BJ.
Alright, so we're gonna help Annetta up so she can escape. I like these. Picking between Annetta and Kessler really has no bearing on the story except for a teensy difference in the end cutscene, which maybe will play out enough to see. But now we're gonna go to the other side of the building. This is where Kessler is. Unfortunately, he's kind of dead. But because of the curse, he's gonna get kind of reanimated, which sucks.
So sorry, Kessler. Wasn't supposed to end this way. I was a kid.
This is such a serious situation, but I had the most experience of all time, I think, at that section of the game when I was playing this earlier. I was doing a practice run of this game, and I'm saving Kessler, and I'm getting ready to go over to see Annetta after she's died or whatever. And I hear, what's the meme? I hear this grating, agitating noise. And it just so happens that someone drove around my apartment complex, blasting the SpongeBob SquarePants Trap remix. And I think that was maybe one of the most experiences I've ever had speedrunning of all time. So that was crazy. And I think that is all I will ever think about anytime I run this game ever again. But anyway, we're gonna do, I think, probably our last checkpoint reload here. We're gonna open up this gate. And as you saw, we got out of the big mecha thing, whatever it is, pretty early because it's much faster to run than it is to walk in this big old thing. But by reloading there, it'll just put the suit closer to us, which is easier. So what we're trying to go to is we're trying to go find Helga and Shriner in this crypt. So we gotta go all the way there. We're gonna kill this guy. There's gonna be a Nazi behind me. They usually, two of them. They usually like to run up behind me. Do a little bit of a sequency break thing. You can kind of just vault over that thing instead of having to run all the way around, which is awesome. We're gonna go get our big mech suit thing. I genuinely do not even know what this is called. It's just the thing. This is kind of like the big old suit you put on in the New Order, just instead of you having like missiles and guns and things, you kind of just have these big old arms. Hopefully we'll get here before they kill me. That's cool. Alright, so this is gonna be the last chapter of the game now, finally. We are locked in. I wasn't lying when I said this game is very top heavy. When did you get to the last, like, 3 chapters? Like 6, 7, or last 2 chapters. 6, 7, 8. 3 chapters now, right? I can count. I can count, chat. The last 3 chapters are very, like, we just kind of run straight through them, and they're very, very fast. So we're gonna make our way down to these crypts. Hopefully I'm not gonna die. That would suck. We're gonna do some more shenanigans with these doors. The game kind of bookends itself with having these doors again, like we had sort of at the beginning. There's gonna be one in particular that might suck really bad, so we'll see how that goes.
What have you been digging for, Helga?
With the blood curse, also, what kind of becomes a thing is anytime you kill anybody, they have the chance to become a Nazi zombie. They were already Nazis. We're gonna try and get past this Soldaten. That kind of sucks. Need him to move a little bit. There we go. Okay. Sometimes I can kind of go horribly wrong. We didn't melt down too bad there. I've had some runs of this game that I completely like lose my marbles and everything in my brain. Right here in this last chapter, everything could go awry. But it's chill. I think this run is actually pretty great, all things considered. I haven't completely melted down. Nothing has blown up, so... We're gonna do I think our very last checkpoint restart. I think I said another one was the last one, but I lied. So here's this door here. We're gonna hope that we kill him. Okay, so hopefully should have no problems. Like I said earlier at the very beginning, we need to not get hit while we're doing these doors. This section in particular can get really annoying, but I think because we killed that guy with the bolt action rifle, we're not gonna get shot at, so that was great. We also didn't get soft lock. There's a soft lock that can happen right there when you crawl through that little section there. Where if you actually are too fast, the game will soft lock. It'll like freak out and won't know what to do.
I'm just too good at the game, and the game says no, actually.
Well, yeah. That was great also, too. I didn't get too hung up there. We're gonna make it ourselves to our sort of last arena of the game. Let's do some quick swimming. And also, here, I don't even know what to call her, Helga. She can't even come up with a funny name for her, she just sucks. We can go here, Helga, and shrine her. We're set up for this last arena. Basically, we have to wait for all of those stair levels to come down one by one, which kind of sucks. So we're gonna be here for a minute. So if you have any announcements, any last minute things to say before the end of the game, now's time.
Yeah. I'll remind everybody that we're here as part of the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon, brought to you by members of the Twitch Unity Guilds. We've got a lot of guilds. There's the Twitch Latin Guild, Twitch Black Guild, Twitch Women's Guild, and as of this year now, the Twitch Pride Guild. The Unity Guilds provide support and uplift of creators and creator-driven events and initiatives all year long in a space where guild members can celebrate each other's joy and share their authentic voices and experiences.
Like Sherlock, I'm trying to make sure I hit their heads. These guys can be kind of bullet spongy if you don't like aim at their heads, so trying my best here.
You're absolutely killing it.
Thank you. Should these last couple guys, I'm gonna make sure I feel up on my ammo here. These guys are kind of oh, okay, yeah. They can kind of jump scare you like like that right there. They will run at you if they get close enough, which is like terrifying. Totally haven't ever scared me like that right here, ever. Okay, cool. We'll load up here, and now we're gonna do the final boss. But oopsie. Unfortunately, we're kind of stupid, so it was a trap for you. So yeah, Helga kind of wrote us like a book, Loki. So we've been captured. We're upside down right now, and basically we're gonna see the fruit of all that old blood curse and things. So like I said, remember that this game is called The Old Blood. We do a lot of remembering when we play this game, actually.
Oh, Fortuna, so strange and unpredictable. I could just...
You.
I feel like I'm a child again, digging for the treasures in the woods. This moment will put me in the history books amongst the greatest of adventures.
You'll always be just another Nazi.
Okay, anyway. Hopefully we'll be not upside down in a moment, but like I said, because this game is called The Old Blood, there's this whole other like B plot line that you find out about through like notes and collectibles and things about King Otto, who's a German king a long time ago, very long time ago, and in his sort of paranormal research all the way back then in these times, he found this guy who I lovingly referred to as the Creature. And because if Nazis have nothing but the fucking audacity, sorry, excuse me, but the audacity, they think they're gonna just control this creature, which is crazy. So, yeah. This is the final boss of the game, not Helga or Shriner, but the Creature, who they think they're going to control and be able to use for whatever means they want to. Also, I just know his breath is kicking.
Sehen Sie, Schreiner? Sehen Sie? So beherrscht man ein Monster. Ha! Wollen Sie es auch mal versuchen?
Ich stehe, ich bin beeindruckt.
Aber warum hat König Otto dein schönes Gesicht vor der Welt versteckt, hm?
Stealthily and try and break ourselves free, by the way. That's also happening.
Our trusty pipe.
With our pipe, as we see, that was kind of a really stupid and dumb idea. So, they look dumb trying to control this creature. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of him, I think. So, what we're gonna try and do here, his weak spot is technically his head. But the creature is blind, he can't see. He's only able to find out where you are via noise. So when you shoot at him, when you move around, his weak spot is also his head and his like mouth area. So we're gonna try and make him do that animation like 4 different times, and that should be that. Oh, we got another one. Nice. We hit him like right on top of the head with a grenade. That was good. We're also gonna try not to die. Ouch. So we're gonna try not to run out of ammo, that would also sound really bad. He's not doing his thing. I seem to have run out of ammo, which is not great. Okay, there we go. Should be one more. Should need just a little bit more damage, and we should be done here. We'll be coming up on time soon. There we go. So we're gonna kill Helga. She's not actually dead. And time. Yippee!
GG.
So yeah. So that was Wolfenstein: The Old Blood full game glitchless. We just beat the creature. That was just a thing. Also took another rock to the conch because this guy just is a magnet for falling items of really large proportion. But yeah, so I wasn't lying when I said this is like the direct prequel to the New Order. This game takes place like literally like this guy goes from like beating this like crazy looking creature that I would have seen in my wildest nightmares and like pooped my pants if I saw to now we've got the folder finally, by the way. So we're gonna go take out the raid on Deathside's compound, and we're gonna set in motion all the events of all the rest of the games. But by saving Annetta there, she got to reunite with her girlfriend, which is amazing. So that was the whole reason we did that.
Hell
this
yeah.
cutscene is kind of sad otherwise. Yeah, if you don't save her girlfriend is kind of just there, waiting for her, which is like tragic and sucks. So anyway, that was Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. I haven't played this game in quite a bit. As I said, I have like historic generational beef with this game, and I don't like it. But when this game goes well, and this run went pretty good, I'm not even gonna lie. It is a very good game and a very good speed run. But I hope you all enjoyed watching this run, clowning out a little bit with me this evening. If you enjoyed this run, I'm going to be back on Sunday, actually, which is awesome and swag money baller. We're going to be playing not anything like this game. We're going to actually be playing Uno. We're going to be doing Uno Bingo, so that's going to be really cool and fun and hilarious. So I hope to see you there on Sunday. I think it's like the second run of the day. But otherwise, if you thought I was cool, you enjoyed this run, you can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, Anarchy ASF. It stands for S Fortnite, by the way. I think that's everything for me. I hope you enjoyed the run, and keep continuing to donate for such an amazing cause throughout the rest of this event. It's absolutely wonderful.
Thank you so much, Anarchy, for that absolutely amazing run.